Hey y'all, this is Joe out here at the barn at St. Bernard Acres. It's November 28th, and I want to show you something, or a few things actually, that one of my subscribers from way back, I mean, when he was probably within the first 25 subscribers I ever had. And he and I have chatted on through Messenger and Facebook and talked on the phone and texted, he's a really good guy. He didn't want to be identified, so I won't say his name, but you know who you are. He called me. He lives about, I don't know, 3 or 4 hours from me. And he called, said he had some stuff he wanted to donate to the barn for decorations, because I mentioned, I'd love to decorate this in old tools and old farm implements and things like that as I work on the barn. Now the cabin's getting close. And he had some stuff, a little chilly. You hear Creamer? Come on up here, buddy. He had some stuff he had bought an old farm. The barn, he said, was built in the 1850s or something like that. But these items were in there, and he wanted to get rid of them. And told me if I'd buy him lunch and meet him, because he couldn't ship them. They were too big to ship. But with his cleaning up and downsizing and everything, he wanted to donate these to the barn for decorations. And I'll show you, I'll give you a close-up of what they are. But one is this saw. I love these saws. And this thing, I mean, they're all in great shape considering how old they are. This, I don't know what you call them, but I guess like a log turner, log jack maybe. Wait till you see the close-up of how these things are built and how old they are. There's no maker's marks or anything on them. Look at that. A side, very old, very good one. Okay, forgot how to put this stuff. This thing, an old 3-tine hay fork, I guess. I mean, it's just amazing how old these are. And most of these, as far as we can tell, are like hickory handles. An old buck saw. Okay. And one of my favorites so far is this old 2-inch auger. This thing is crazy. I mean, some of this stuff had to be from timber framing, because that's an auger for timber framing. And that log roller probably. The bucks, all this may have been used by a timber framer. But I'm going to take the camera off the tripod and give you all kind of a close-up of these things and show you how they're built. And then maybe you can give me a clue on the age or, something like that, how much they might have cost. But let me get readjusted. All right. These are part of my Youngstown Kitchens by Mullins that I'm going to be refurbishing, restoring and painting. And I believe the original color was that green. So that's what I'm going to do with them in. But I got the ones in the cabin that the sink is sitting on, and a big corner one and a 4-drawer one sitting on the porch there at the cabin to bring down here. And when it warms up, I'm going to strip all of these and start fixing them all up. But anyway, aside from that, there's the auger I was talking about. This thing is 2 inches around. I mean, that's the size of hole it will bore. And this is 34 inches long from the T-handle to the bottom. And what's fascinating is how this is connected to the handle. It's not, there's no bolts, no screws, nothing. This is like forged over. You know, the handle's put on it. And then, if I put it against the cabinet, okay, there's, let me do it this way. There's the handle. And then, I can't believe how thick this is. But, there's the auger part. And I'm sure that could be cleaned up and used today. But it's really neat how the handle's connected. No bolts or screws or anything. It's like these tabs come up through the handle and then they're bent over. So I'm under the impression it's probably the original handle on it too. That's just so cool. I've never seen one of those giant augers like that. There's number one. Then we have this buck saw. We believe this is hickory as well. You can see how that's fashioned in there, maybe. And the blade is surprisingly sharp, pretty rusty, but sharp. And you can see the old screws in it. I believe that's original. Well, there comes Creamer. There comes the Creamer. Well, look how fat he's getting. What's up, buddy? What you doing in the barn? Huh? You like the barn? Yeah. All right, back to business. They're just threaded into the wood. I'll be darned. But the buck saw, then let's look at this is the handle on the pitchfork. This is the one that's in the roughest condition, but you can see how old it is. Look at that. How neat is that? I'm going to try to take some linseed oil, boiled linseed oil to all the wood, because they're obviously very... Okay, next we'll look at the log turner, and you can see how thick this handle is. And this log turner, log roller, log jack, I don't know what the fuck they're called, but that's it. And maybe you guys can give me an idea on the age of some of this stuff. That's the working part of it. And you can see the square nut there, holding that in, all the little wormholes. That's a nice piece of hickory there. Holy crap. And this thing, I can assure you, if you wanted to use it as a weapon, would do some damage. But yeah, I've never seen one like this before either. But that's an old one. Let me put it over here. Then we have the side. The wooden handles can be loosened and adjusted to fit different lengths. Man, I love it. Then if you come down here, and it looks like this is like you could adjust the angle or something, adjust the pitch, whatever you want to call it. But there is adjustments there that will control the blade, which is pretty cool. Where are you going, Creamer? What are you doing up there? What are you doing up there, silly kitty? Creamer. He's checking everything out. Wow. But yeah, there's the side, and then this is the crosscut saw. And this has newer handles on it, I think, or handles that were better taken care of, or this was put somewhere different, stored somewhere different, I don't know. But this is almost 6 feet long. It's like 5 feet 10 inches. And again, the manufacturing is just so cool on it. But you know what? If you ain't got power, here's some tools you can work with. But this is Joe out here in the barn with Creamer. Come on down, buddy. There you go. Look at you. Look at you. Come on, let's go outside. But anyway, this is Joe out here in the barn. Show you some of my license plates. My old tractor seat somebody sent me, and cattle trainer to keep them from going under the fence. Some more plates. The solar panels for the barn. Creamer, you ready to go? But yeah, remember to like, share, comment, subscribe. If you want to send anything to decorate the barn or send some plates in, my address is there in the description where you can send the stuff. And we'll be sure and put it all up. But me and Creamer, we're out.